All right, let me pop out the chat from YouTube, and then, yeah, we'll get to the work that we are working on. I'm going to try restreaming to Twitter here at some point, too. And yeah, it is Friday. Damn, the work Mac is having a hell of a time switching over there. Question regarding C#. I don't do that much C#, but yeah, feel free to ask. Someone else might know. It's possible I know, but it's gonna be rare. I'd probably just have to look it up. Alrighty, so. Oh. I've been in a Zoom meeting at work that no one showed up to since I started streaming. And what's up, Yeet? How you doing? You can develop applications for Windows using all sorts of stuff. Yeah, Prime was talking about that on his stream yesterday, I think. Basically, if you leak a key, you better make sure you invalidate that key. Right? Just deleting it from your repo doesn't keep the key safe. So Sonic Dev, do you know web stuff? So the tried and true approach is using Electron. Are you familiar with React or any like framework specifically, or just HTML, CS, and JS, or CSS and JS? Okay. I bet there's a decent React Native Electron thing. You could also use React Native as an option. But yeah, I didn't mean to type React Native. Let's see how maintained this boilerplate is. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, this is probably a decent boilerplate. That was another thing Prime was talking about. Yeah, he wanted to create a repo in which the license reads like, you know, human-like, but is confusing to maybe like an LLM, right? But basically in it, it says LLMs cannot use this. Yeah, Prime is already working on that one too. So Sonic, the thing I linked to you there, Electron React boilerplate, that uses Electron JS under the hood anyway. So you should probably just use the Electron React boilerplate. If you wanted to learn Rust or you're familiar with Rust, there's another one called Tori that's an awesome tool as well. I think it's Tori.app, right? Yeah. So Tori is also cool. And then React Native Desktop is also React Native for Windows. So you got options. I would say React Native is very different from just standard React, though. And if you're just trying to build something, I think the React Native or the React Electron boilerplate is the way to go. Yeah, Tori is like a much lighter Electron competitor, where you can still use React for the front end part, but the back end of it, right, like interfacing with the system, that's going to be using Rust. So if you want to learn Rust, it might be a good thing to mess with. I don't know there, Sonic. Like, it depends on how much back-end stuff you want to do. You could probably do most of what you're doing with just web technology. So then you wouldn't even need to touch the Rust, but it really just depends on what you want to do. So I don't know, man. That's up to you. And I guess here's my other question. Why does it need to be a Windows app? Why can't it be a web app? Right? Like, what are you going to be doing that needs to be Windows specific versus just being another browser application? That's fine. Your family knows how to use a web browser. Yeah, I actually question if you need a native application at all. I think you could just use the web. So, Bananan, this is basically not a portfolio. This is just my blog. I don't have any portfolio stuff on there whatsoever. No, and I get that, Sonic Dev. I think it could be a web application. The thing we're working on is basically going to be a portfolio for voice acting, though. So, yeah, you're not too far off there, Banana. And yeah, that's what we're actually working on today. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping the styling consistent between them, because they're both built with totally different technology. I would say if you're already good at web stuff, try and figure out how to do it just with the web. You'll end up needing to build out a server, but you'd have to do a server no matter what, right? Even if you do an Electron app, you still need to coordinate between different machines. So you're going to need a server in between all of it. That's fine, but still, you're going to be running a server process of some kind. Bananan, we're not talking about that. I'm answering Sonic's question. Yeah, I don't think you would end up needing that step. You only need an Electron app when you need system access, and you don't need system access for anything. Right, just having a server coordinating things in the middle. Like, you know, it could be that laptop you're talking about, but you're still going to need to run some kind of server. Bananan, are you trolling at this point? And what up, Hausa? How you doing? Thank you for chilling over on the YouTube. I appreciate you. So, Bananan, ask your question in a way that is actually answerable. Thoughts, questions are unanswerable. Right? Read that message that Nightbot just sent. So yeah, Ashelia, that's a good point too, right? If you're just trying to do this to use something, there's probably an app out there that does it. But if you're doing this for the sake of learning, which I think is a valid approach, then yeah, wiring up the WebSockets to a server from like some web app stuff would be hugely cool and useful. So I'd actually recommend, like, if you want to learn and get better at any of this, yeah, do that. So it just depends on what your goal is. There's something. Yeah, I don't know, Bananan. It does seem like troll. Especially with a lack of a follow. What are we working on today? We're working on my my voice actor portfolio. I don't have any audio actually recorded for it yet, and we just have some like placeholder characters. For each of those characters, there will be audio clips that we can play. And the idea is we're just working on like the layout and the UI for it right now. Right, the structure of the static site generator with Astro. And I think we could probably get this done today. And when I say done, I mean the structure of it. I'm not going to have all the audio clips recorded for it yet. I'm not going to do that voice acting right here on stream right now. Maybe we go do that on gaming stream at some point. We could at least experiment with and see which, like, how we end up generating images, because I do want to have like character images based off my own photos that look like maybe what these characters would kind of look like. Right, so Hubert would look like a really old man, like me, okay? So maybe like a different character would be Tamlin, who looks like a really cheesy, like, you know, voice actors. Or like, not voice actor, but more like salesman. Wait, what do you mean by that's a lot? Just like, the ambition of what we're trying to do today? Rule 18 sucks? What's Rule 18 on the password game? But yeah, I like how this site that we've designed, which we will be launching soon, is like visually consistent with this one too. I like that. Ooh, so then based on the digits that you did? Right. And I think the funniest part is the more rules you follow for that password, the worse the password gets, because there's only so many ways that you can do some of those things. So how, so you're saying just like the design stuff in general? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to have to do more for this homepage, right? I'm going to need like a paragraph at the top introducing myself. You know, things like that. I'm probably going to want to have a section in which we call out the clips as well. So yeah, the characters and then the clips below, and you'll click into them and it'll take you somewhere. Honestly, this the homepage, we're gonna majorly like redesign, because we're not even doing like those little like bubbles anymore. Notice how we're doing like the italics right there.
Maniac,
so yeah, we're gonna have to like really refactor how the characters.
A high-octane mix of hoverboarding.
So it might even be just like a list of characters and then a list of
agility and
clips.
Precision. Their greatest play was during the World Hyperblade Championships, where they executed a triple flip evasion while taking down 3 opponents with pinpoint laser shots in midair, securing the victory for their team. This play has been famously titled the Maniac Maneuver and is celebrated.
The Maniac Maneuver. Nice, nice. And yeah, one more thing we're going to have to do at some point today, like finish styling this form. We've only done a little bit of it. And then actually wire up the form. Only a maniac could pull that off. Yeah, exactly. Doing well. How about you, Escamania? And honestly, this gives me an interesting idea, and I bet that it exists already. Right? Like, really, I think Formspree probably does exactly what I'm looking for. Custom forms with no server code. Yeah, I bet Formspree solves the problem. Yeah, someone else has had that idea. Because I was thinking about, like, man, it would be nice to just have a service to wire up to for these forms without having to create my own ad hoc, like, email submission form for it. Yeah, forms as a service. But yeah, real quick, I actually have to use the restroom. Gonna break that seal real quick. But yeah, let me go pee. I'll be right back. And yeah, the part we're going to work on first, I think we've got this part done. We need to go back and make the clips look right. Actually, clips look done now. So really, I think it's just the homepage. Yeah, let me go pee. BRB. Alrighty, and I'm back. The best, yeah, that is the best BRB screen you've ever seen. Yeah, I just had to pee. Nothing special. Insanities. That's awesome. Yeah, did Prime end up making it all the way through it? I'm curious about that. Maniac by Michael Cimbella? I don't know that song, right? Like the whole we are in the presence of greatness part. Oh, just the Maniac part. So Maniac, it's randomly generated. Or not randomly, like, we take your name as the subber, or the subscriber, we pass it to ChatGPT and prompt it, and the prompt for what we got right now, let me double check and read it, is, when I tell you a username, imagine the user as a sports star. Decide what sport they play. Also, describe their greatest play for that sport, and create any other milestones that make sense. Try to avoid common sports like basketball or soccer. Try to opt for obscure sports or even made-up sports. So Maniac, is it that, she's a maniac, maniac on the floor, right? Like that song? And she's dancing like she's never danced before. Yeah, okay. I've heard the song. I didn't know who sang it. If you had asked me, I probably would have said, Foreigner? I probably would have guessed Foreigner. Right? They're the ones that did Hot Blooded, right? So yeah, I think the homepage is the part that needs the most work. So let's make that happen. He's a maniac, maniac, and it's almost 4. Sorry. Yeah, you have a good one too. Oh, I did just do that to you. Damn right. That's for later tonight. Alright, let's get the head centered in the camera. And yeah, we're on 3 days of growing out the facial hair. It'll probably be like another week before it's even noticeable. Like, properly noticeable. Probably be like 2 or 3 weeks before I have to trim it. But yeah, so because we just changed up the styling of this, I mean, I don't have any meetups to go to until September-ish. Or not meetups, but any conferences. And I'm kind of like I'm tired of shaving right now. There are some women who do still there, Ashelia, right? There are totally women who gotta, like, wax the lip. So yeah, you're lucky. Right? There are women out there that can actually grow, like, a thicker mustache than me. No. And yeah, most people do have it, right? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I like to at least try growing it out every once in a while just to see, like, if it gets any better. It's usually not good. But hold on. The one with the mustache. There's what? CMG Dance? I think that one has it. Okay, that was the one. So hold on. What do we want to do for this layout, right? Like, my thought was I want to get the clips on the right, example characters on the left, right? We can get the images, like, cranked down a bit. And we want to get, like, an intro section at the top. I also want to do, like, an intro section or something. So yeah, let's get the intro section. And we could even make it a section. I think I like that idea. Right, so we'll do an about me. We'll wait to, like, style this stuff first. Or we'll wait to style. We just want to get the content out there. The paragraph will be something like this. You're not wrong, Sergeant Pepper. You're not wrong. Yeah, we'll do another real quick, and then I'll start pacing myself with water. Or were you saying for yourself? There you go. And what's up, Justice? How you doing? All right, so my dad. Right, and we can always, like, change what's going to be in here, right? Like, we can rephrase it, we can, I don't know, do all sorts of stuff. Some of my favorite voice actors include legends like Frank Welker. That's the, like, here's the thing. I mix these guys up a lot. Oh, and I'm doing well, Justice. I'm doing great. Like, it's a Friday. We're hanging out. I got some good video editing done this week. I still need to, like, modify it for final approval. Don't you just love it when they approve a script? You make the changes that they requested to the script. You record the thing, you get the video edited, and of course, after the video is edited, they have more feedback that require you to, like, re-record audio because they decide the script wasn't good enough. It was definitely a duck situation. Right? I should have had more, like, visual things for them to call out instead that are easier to edit. And if you're not aware of what I mean by the duck, let me get more music going real quick. This is definitely a thing. So there is a piece of Interplay corporate lore. It was well known that producers, also known as basically project managers in the game dev world, they had to make a change to everything that was done. The assumption was that subconsciously they felt that if they didn't, they weren't adding value. The artist working on the Queen animations for the game Battle Chess was aware of this tendency and came up with an innovative solution. He hid the animations for the Queen, or he did the animations for the Queen in a way that he felt would be best. With one addition, though. He gave the Queen a pet duck. He animated this duck through all of the Queen's animations, had it flapping around the corners. He also took great care to make sure that it never overlapped the actual animation. Eventually, it came time for the producer to review the animation set for the Queen. The producer sat down and watched all of the animations. When they were done, he turned to the artist and said, "That looks great, just one thing. Get rid of the duck." So the idea is you add something that you are able to easily take away, or you do something that you know someone's going to call out, because that means that, hey, they called it out and you changed it so they delivered value. But you saved yourself some effort from having to change something really just superfluous and unnecessary, just because someone wanted to get their voice heard. I should have made my title animations for the video I did at work ridiculous. And then their only feedback would have been, well, yeah, can we change the title? That is also a problem too, Sergeant Pepper. What if they like the duck? Well, honestly, then you're done, right? Everything looks great, right? No, they'll still want something changed. Can we change the color of the queen's gown? Right? You have had a scenario where they like the duck and everything went well, right? Like, if you end up leaving the duck, leave the duck. I love the duck, but can you make it bark? Can you change the duck's color? Right? So yeah, touche. Touche. Using a duck can definitely backfire. That would have been just my luck, too. I make a horrendous title, and they ignore the title and talk about the other stuff anyway. But yeah. And today we did a workshop. I think the workshop went all right. We definitely had some technical difficulties as well. Oh, there you go, Bob, right? In some, like, marketing copy, it's like, yeah, so the word, like, beneficial works, but could we use, like, scrumdiddlyumptious instead? Or something? Like, yeah, I just made that up off the top of my head. I don't know, right? Not even synonyms, but you get my point, right? Oh, so your boss did this once. Used his thesaurus to use a duck for upper management. Damn, Bob, you got a good boss. That's actually genius. I like that. You got a good boss, right? When people say people don't leave jobs, they leave bosses, or they leave managers, that's a manager that keeps you at a job. Because they're just brilliant, you know? That can be a bummer, too. So yeah, just in case y'all ever want to study the dark side of delivering features. Just saying. So yeah, Frank Welker, that's Terminator guy, right? Yes, that is Terminator guy. Oh, wait. He's Scooby-Doo. Hold on, wait. Was he not? And hold on, I said Terminator. I meant Transformers. Not Terminator. Transformers. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Transformers guy. Okay. So, yep, Frank Welker. Huge fan of his. What's the name of the guy that does Fry? Joe DiMaggio? No, Billy West. Yeah. Billy West has done some amazing voice acting. And what's the name of the dude? Voice actor, Mass Effect. I forget his name right now. Mark Meer. All right. Actors. And yeah. Hold on. Who's the guy from Office Space? Oh, Mark Hamill's great too. Yeah, Mark Hamill. David Herman is the one I was thinking of specifically, though. So yeah, David Herman. Oh, hold on. David Herman. And then there's also the guy from Kids in the Hall. Something McDonald? Kevin McDonald? Kevin McDonald. All right, so yeah, we need to format that up a bit. Yeah, I mean, he does amazing work. Yeah, I mean, Mark Hamill is just a fantastic voice actor, actually. It's kind of crazy. You know, you wouldn't expect that of him, like, normally. And I will also kind of point out, like, he's a hard one to actually recognize. Some of these others, like, you can actually start to recognize them pretty well. Hold on, let me make sure I'm spelling Matthew Mercer's name. Keep spelling it wrong. Yeah, it is 2 T's, right? Yeah, for sure. It almost feels like too much text, though. I think we can get rid of the obviously. Yeah, this deserves just a little bit of word crafting. Maybe not proper actors. What's a better way of doing this? Real life actors? Sure. I could have done like IRL actors. Live action. And maybe... Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this. We want this to be font bold and text to XL. So we at least do that, right? About me. Oh, you got cut off. Yeah, exactly. Don't you get paid by the hour as a voice actor? Right? For like, if you're in a studio, you're getting paid by the hour anyway, aren't you? I've worked hourly jobs before. I could do it again. Yeah, that's something I actually plan on kind of doing too. Yeah. Right, you know, like why we made Orderly, I have a book I want. Right? So yeah, that book. I would probably do my own voice acting. Leo Laporte, though. I don't know who that is specifically. Ooh, and that Max W. Yeah, I don't know that name. Leo Laporte. Damn, it is hot in this room. 84 degrees. The Tech Guy weekly radio show and founder of Twit.tv, an internet podcast focusing on technology. Oh, a network focusing on technology. Oh. Yeah, no worries, Ashelia. I mean, I make great background noise. I'm just saying. Oh, hold on. We just added this. You gotta have a hood for your engine. Keep that hat on. A hat is a pressure cooker. If you have a roof on your house, the hot air can't escape. Even a lima bean has to have a piece of wet paper around it to make it grow. That's how I keep all these good ideas inside. We just added that command today, Ace. For sure. You want to listen to your music. Gotcha. So here's a question. People over on YouTube, how many people are actually on YouTube right now? I guess it would be trickier for me to do so now with the way I do it. But how many people are on YouTube are here because of the music? Right? Like if I switched over to making it to where music only played on Twitch, which means we could play any music we want. That would mean that anyone who wants to listen to their own music could throw that stuff on, and they wouldn't have music to deal with on the YouTube. That would actually be like maybe like a good differentiator between them. And hey, what's up? How you doing, Lucas? What's up, Hausa? So yeah, literally, I'm asking YouTube, like you two, right now. You're the only ones over there. How would you feel about it? You're here for the music, but you could switch to Twitch? I gotcha. I feel like, how many people are here on Twitch that would prefer to listen to their own music? I'm curious about that now. Because that's the way the Primogen does it, right? So Lucas, you're here for the content, right? No, I'm not saying switch to Twitch. I'm just saying, like, if I didn't have the music going, you'd still be seeing the content and all that, right? But then you could play your own music. Yeah, exactly, Shelia, because I am shipping my audio to Twitch as separate channels because the audio, like, the music doesn't make it to the VODs. So Twitch offering a way to, like, toggle audio channels would be huge. That'd be an amazing feature. That would be an amazing feature. Damn, can we just recognize how perfectly I sized up these paragraphs? I didn't even do that on purpose. I'm just that good. Yeah, exactly, Shelia. Yeah, I totally agree. I think that would be a huge feature. But yeah, no worries, Shelia. Have a good one. They're fucking up. Yeah, exactly. That'd be a good shirt. You're not wrong. I need to start doing the merch thing. I need to start doing beanies, like all that stuff. Yeah. And that would be like a part of me establishing just a business around streaming in general, so I can do like tax write-offs towards like stream revenue. That would be huge. So I need to make that happen. Which means basically I need to get like a separate like business email. Or not email, like PayPal and all that stuff, right? Like separate business banking account, business email, like, yeah. All that. I need to do that. Yeah. Because, dude, I buy camera equipment, I buy teleprompters, I buy all sorts of stuff to, like, you know, make my stream better. I should be writing that stuff off towards the revenue I make from the stream. So that's on me. I'm blowing it there. No. No, I'd like to do it legitimately. But also, for doing like beanies and stuff, you need one of the like accounts, or like you need like a tax ID basically for them to sell to you, so that they don't have to do the sales tax thing, right? And they make records of it, etc. And then if you start not charging sales tax because, hey, I paid sales tax wherever else, like blah blah blah, like nah. But yes, I do want to do beanies, and I even found like a good custom beanie company with really decent prices. Like I could attach my own tags, you know. Yeah, I found like a good beanie wholesaler. We just got to make it happen. How much margin bottom do we want to like separate these things? Ooh, and you know what? Hold on. That's something that we can do at the layout. So this padding top 12. That part we want. Oh, and that's right. Yeah, we're blocking this out by a main. Let's see how much we break with this. Yeah, no thank you there, Jack. But yeah, how you doing, Jack? What you up to? Yeah, we need to wrap this in a section. Doing intern stuff? Ooh, that's fun. Hold on. I like the idea of doing the gap consistently, right? So if we go to our layout, 16 is too much. If we do 12, then it's consistent with the padding that we had at the top here. So then it's 16, 16. I think that one just needs a little bit of work. Okay, margin top 24. Boom, right? So yeah. we keep some of that consistent, I think we're good. Good, sir. Well played. I'm not sure I have the chops. I'm pretty average. Ooh, I do need more water here in a second. Yeah, maybe a little too much info. Maybe, Krasner. And UI is hard. Yeah, for sure, man. UI is really, really tough. I'm a realist, you know. But yeah, hold on. Let me go pour some more water. I could put us on the... Hold on. Here you go. This is not an average thing, right? This is not anatomically correct. But here you go. This is very much in line with your questioning. All right, let me go pour some more water. Here, we'll take this. Definitely the best BRB screen on Twitch, for sure. And hold on, Krasner. Was that you that did the sizing of my face to that image? I'm trying to remember who that was now. I think that was you, right? I could have mixed that up. I remember the moment, right? Someone's like, hey, what size screen do you have? I was like, 1920 by 1080. I got something for you. And they gave me the image with just my face overlaid perfectly over the statue. Alright, so yeah, I feel like this looks alright. That is a really solid question, too. Yeah, for sure. Is that like your standard, like, saying hello message there, good sir? Do you introduce yourself to every stream that way? No, I mean like on this stream. I saw that was your first message. I just mean, do you ask that to every streamer? That's what you say to all the streamers, right? First time ever? Uh-huh. Last time I heard that phrase, I knew it was a lie. So hold up. Hold up. See, my intrusive thoughts are way more boring, right? Like on a chairlift. You know, I could easily just jump off this thing. When I have that thought, I grab the handrails very, very tightly. So yeah, I don't like my intrusive thoughts. They're not good. Yeah. There you go, exactly. So yeah, I feel like the About Me section is solid. I think from here, we want to refactor like the example character section. That's going to be totally different now. We're going to have an example character section on the left and an example clips thing on the right. It's for Astro, like, literally. So Astro is a static site generator. Now, keep in mind, they do more than just static site generation. It's its own, like, meta framework at this point. You know, they got server actions, they got server islands, they got all sorts of stuff, and it's really cool. I don't use it in any other way than just static site generation. Currently. Right? I know they want to do server-side rendering. I don't have a good legitimate use case for server-side rendering. Nah. I just do static generation or client-side rendering. Server-side rendering is a massive edge case to the web development ecosystem that some companies have decided to try and convince us is the common case. It isn't. Triangle Company would love to have us think that server-side rendering is essential. There you go, Rucka. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, is it a Rucka or a Ruka? I may have even asked you before and I totally forgot. I just like pronouncing people's names right. Rucka. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, so Sergeant Pepper, if you're at a company where you have like thousands upon thousands of articles, yeah, you don't want to re-render the entire website. So, good sir, in this case, how does it differ? Because we have structure around how we handle content in general. When you're making your own just HTML and CSS website, you end up repeating a lot of stuff, right? Like copying and pasting your headers around. The idea of components doesn't exist. A good static site generator gives you that kind of structure for doing like HTML style includes. Right? So as an example here in Astro, this website here could easily be just pure HTML and CSS without a framework around it. It totally could. But it would be a lot more effort to do something like a layout, like this main.astro, that has the header, the HTML tag, the head tags, right? Like meta tags, all that stuff. And then propagating those to every other page, right? So that's annoying. But then also the idea of representing the different characters I have as just content that I consume dynamically at render time, at like build time, into the pages that represent them. So yes, most static sites could just be pure HTML and CSS. This is Monokai. It's basically the Sublime Text theme. It ships with VS Code, so no extra download or anything. But here's one thing to remember there, good sir. When we talk about like it doesn't change, that is less accurate, right? A static site with Astro can still have dynamic components. So when we think about, let's go look at this, right? So Vexilla, if I could spell. So Vexilla.dev, we go to my documentation, and we get into, let's say, hold on, and not that one. Let's say creating the client. Sure. And yes, ignore like the broken icon. Yes, if we switch over to Vexilla today, that broken icon is the first thing we'll fix. But the idea is this component where I can switch between the language for the SDK that we want to show like example code for, that is fully dynamic, right? Deciding how it renders and having it change throughout the entire rest of the website, that is fully dynamic. As we go from, let's say, clicking that, and then going to other parts of the site that, hold on, let's try it. Now, so we're missing a bunch of snippets still. We got a lot of work to do. I forget what other pages might have snippets involved. Yeah, so, I don't know. Not a great example. But basically, that selection of the language we chose will persist from page to page. That requires JavaScript. So you can still do dynamic things on a static site. The idea is you can have them as islands within your static site. So if we were to turn off JavaScript, this client-only thing wouldn't render. But you'd still get the rest of the docs. So useful. How does Astro differ from Vue or React? Vue and React are not inherently static citable from the start, right? Those are dynamic rendering engines. So you'd have to introduce something to render the React components into static HTML. And that is something that Gatsby or some other tool around it would do. Well, that's what I'm getting at, though, Narg. To do that would require server-side rendering, and we're not doing any of that. We're just doing static rendering. So this website is deployable to any CDN without a server at all, right? So yes, to do anything dynamic like that requires either front-end dynamism or server-side dynamism. I definitely don't want server-side dynamism. For a documentation site, hell no. What's the point, right? Why spin up a service that costs me money no matter if people are using it or not, right? I want scale to 0. So the goal of this for pretty much every documentation site I can think of is probably that you want it to just be static with some client-side dynamism added. And Astro's really good at adding just those little bits. They call them islands as client-side dynamism. Yeah, no worries, Jack. I make great background noise while you're working. I'm just saying. I think at least half of my audience uses me as background noise while they're working. Work, or side projects, or whatever. But yeah, did that answer your question a bit there, good sir? Just want to make sure I'm not leaving you guys hanging on, like, actually explaining it. So it did partially. What is missing then? Yeah, Astro is a fantastic static site generator, for sure. I've used Gatsby in the past. Gatsby was really great for its time. I think there are definitely problems with that. Is your background noise becoming sentient again? Yeah, damn right there, Dr. Cudley. Self-aware, I think, is the term you were looking for. I've been sentient the whole time. But being self-aware as knowing that I am background noise. Yeah. So yeah, good sir. Like, what is missing? What else can I help you with? Because I don't mind chatting about it. Like, you know, we're chilling. It's a Friday. I'm not stressing about getting work done. So I guess here's the big thing, good sir, right? Static site generators are a common pattern. Static gen, I think, is it? Yeah, so, right, you can find a static site generator in basically any language you're looking for, right? Even Next.js can do static site stuff, but meh, it's not its, like, forte. So, like, in any language you want, you can find a static site generator. Sushi tomorrow? I could do it on Sunday. Saturdays are tough for me. Bedtime bear. I can't do tomorrow. Yeah, sorry. So, yes, static site generators are basically about reducing boilerplate. If you're going to do all of this with just pure HTML and CSS, you would have a lot of boilerplate. Astro is solving that problem quite a bit, but they also do the islands approach for dynamic content. And islands are a thing that pretty much no other static site generator you're going to find does well. Like, none of these do dynamic content nearly as nicely as something that has the idea of islands. I think technically Next and Nuxt can do it. So Next and Nuxt as static site generators can work out pretty well. Even Gatsby, you can do dynamic stuff in a Gatsby site. Fairly well. Gatsby has a problem with build times, though. And I believe Astro is written in Golang, which makes it a bit faster for certain things. What time? Yeah, I don't think I can do it. Yeah, sorry, Bedtime Bear. Yeah, sorry. I just thought, yeah, like Saturdays are my like evil playthrough on Baldur's Gate 3 sessions. I'll double check and make sure everyone's in tonight, and if not, then we can do it. But yeah, I'll have to like reach out to them. So it's a tentative no, and I'll find out for certain later. Sure. Yeah, no worries. Let me reach out to them right now. No, and if it was Sunday, I'd be in. I would 1000% be in. Oh, no, and I get that. Yeah, for sure, Bedtime Bear. Like, I totally get it. Like, I'd be totally down if it was Sunday. No, I mean, it's a Friday stream. We're hanging out. We're chatting. I guess I'm still kind of like waiting on Good Sir, right? Like, did I explain that a bit? Static site generators in general are about reducing boilerplate and repeated code. Okay. But yes, Astro goes above and beyond by allowing dynamic content. So, hold on, here's the big thing there, Good Sir TV, right? Astro can do server-side, meaning that you're running a service that does stuff, right? And you have to keep that service running. But static site generators run at, like, build time. So understanding the difference between static site generation and server-side rendering is basically about the cost of maintaining these things. Static site generation is basically free, because you run it at compile time on your computer or in GitHub Actions or wherever, right? And then you just deploy it out to some CDN. Whereas server-side rendering requires a server to always be active. Yeah. So this list is great. If you're not aware, it is one of the most comprehensive lists of it. It used to be staticgen.com, and then Jamstack bought it to promote their, like, consortium of Jamstack stuff. If you're not aware, Next.js, Gatsby, Netlify, and a couple other companies were part of, like, the Jamstack consortium. I don't know how to phrase it any other way. Cartel might be another way to phrase it. But they were all aligned on convincing people to do the Jamstack style of site versus the old server rendered version of it. A lot of them had a common set of investors. So yeah, staticgen.com lived on its own without corporate overlords. And then jamstack.org is basically, yeah, the corporate overlords. And I believe jamstack.org is owned by Netlify at this point. Netlify, yeah. Yeah, Hugo's great. So here's the thing, Good Sir TV. If you do your islands for the interactive bits, you can use React for that island, right? The magic of Astro is you can use pretty much any, not every, but almost any framework for the interactive bits. So if you're familiar with React or Vue or whatever, you could still use that same pattern for the interactive bits. But that bit will only like bootstrap in when you have one of those on the page, etc. And it'll share like the common dependencies between the islands as well. So yeah, Astro does some really smart things about keeping the bundle size low. For the most part, if you make a Gatsby site, or sorry, not a Gatsby, an Astro site, you're gonna get like 100s or at least like 90 whatever scores via Lighthouse automatically, because static sites are really good that way. Right? This is without me doing any optimization. Now keep in mind that you can also build out your islands using just raw script tags. So we get a performance and best practices 100. For SEO and accessibility, we got some work to do. Because I'm not doing any alt tags for my images yet. I'm messing that up. And this is even on the dev version of the site. Right? In dev mode, we get 100 in 2 categories automatically. Like, that's huge, right? So yeah, some alt tags on our images would go a long way. So you're still going to have to pay the cost of the Vue or React, right? Like React is inherently its own, right? Like if you're using React for your islands, you still have to like download that island. This site doesn't have any of that, so we're good. Zero T-Rexes. Yeah, 0 out of 10. What up, Gregor? Mr. Sir, you raid here all the time. I'd love to repay the favor at some point. Let's, hold on. I wish I had a scene for this.
Greatness. Imagine
Welcome, Raiders!
As a star player in the thrilling world of Hydroblade, a high-energy sport combining elements of jet skiing and fencing. They are famed for their legendary move at
skiing and fencing.
World Hydroblade Championships, where they executed a triple cascade slash, scoring the final point under a spectacular Northern Lights display in Iceland. This incredible move not only won them the championship title, but also set a world record for the most consecutive dual wins on water. Their agility and precision redefine the boundaries of water sports, making them a legend in their own right.
Water skiing and fencing. Terrifying. I've never gone ski fencing before. I feel like I need to though now, right? Duh. Yeah, let's do the shout out thing. We did the one / shout out Gregor. And yeah, people coming from Gregor's stream, welcome. How y'all doing? We're having a good day today, right? So Gregor, what were you up to? And if you gotta get going, I totally get it. You raid here so often, I'd love to be able to raid you at some point. That means I'm gonna have to stream way earlier in the day, which I should be able to do at some point. What I can slightly understand is something about semantic kernel. KI with .NET. What is KI? And yeah, if Gregor had to go, anyone coming from the raid, yeah, what was Gregor up to? If you can phrase it in English for me. Yeah, what does semantic kernel mean? Oh, KI is the phrase for AI. Okay. So AI with .NET, and then semantic kernel. And hey, what's up, Herodra, Mr. Sir, Leonard, Mr. Sir. Appreciate you guys. Sounds like a mountain of challenges, but you'd be willing to take a stab at it. Ooh, touche. So yeah, Bedtime Bear, if you're still out there, I am doing the BG3 thing tomorrow. We could set up a par 3 or driving range session on Sunday, though. Okay, just throwing that out there, right? You got a day to think about it. I just have some video editing to do on Sunday. All right, so I'm looking at Semantic Kernel right now. So Semantic Kernel is a Microsoft thing, it seems. And it's for building AI agents specifically. Oh, okay. Was this something that Microsoft created, or is it something they acquired? Agent group chat is undocumented. Okay. Yeah, what is stuff that you would do with it? Oh, is it like about code? Right? So like if you want to build out your own plugin for VS Code or something. Oh, processing emails. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ooh, really, Mayaman? Which ad was it? Was it the one like, was it about Launchpad? Or was it the one about code suggestions? And I guess here's the thing, did you like or hate it? Or was it just meh, it was just another ad? I'm pretty sure it was one where you just see like the back of my head and you just hear my voice. I work for GitKraken. Yeah, do you use GitKraken? Who out here uses GitKraken? I just started there 4 months ago. Feels like it's going pretty well. I like my boss, I like my coworkers. You know, I like the product. I think it gives us a lot of like room to like talk about the product in a lot of like various contexts, which is cool. Yeah, they pay me. That's where I get my paychecks, right? One nice feature with Semantic Kernel, you can register .NET classes containing methods with certain attributes, and when prompting a compatible API like OpenAI, it will use those methods to perform subtasks to compile the final answer. Oh, okay. So Deja Fu is saying you guys might have just adopted semantic kernel as well. Interesting. Yeah, I'd never even heard of semantic kernel before. That's awesome. My first public statement as a celebrity? Smoke weed every day. I don't know. I forget where I even got that quote, but whatever. Oh, so Herodra, that makes sense. So basically, LangChain and semantic kernel are competitors. Is that a Snoop quote? Okay, that makes sense. Oh, LangChain is what you use. Okay, but it does seem like maybe they're related. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. No, I'm actually quoting something that's quoting Snoop, I think. I don't remember what I'm quoting directly, but they were quoting Snoop, I'm sure. I don't remember what I'm getting that from. Maybe it's like a Workaholics reference or something? I don't know. I really just don't know. Later, Bob. See you soon. See you over on gaming. Maybe you join us for some Jackbox games tonight? Yeah, assuming that Microsoft has their own flavor of some popular thing is a safe bet. So yeah, semantic kernel is the Microsoft version of LangChain. That makes a lot of sense. No, I get that. Okay. And then, good sir, did you have any other questions about just Astro in general? Happy to answer them. Doesn't mean I know the answer, but I can try. For everyone joining from the raid, the thing that we're working on is, I feel like I could be a decent voice actor. Will I be anywhere near the level of Frank Welker or Billy West or Matthew Mercer or Mark Meer? Hell no. But I'd love to try. So I am making a portfolio in which, you know, eventually I will have example characters or voices that read out certain lines in which people can at least hear some of the stuff I can do, and then maybe book me for their hackathon game or something. I don't know. No, like none of these voice demos are actually like out there. I could do one or two real quick. So Hubert's voice is basically the voice that I use over on the Evil playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 on Saturday nights, that I'm going to be playing with Acorn and AlgoBro and Robotic Head. He is an evil wizard. He is the Dark Urge in Baldur's Gate 3. What's like a good quote we should have him read? Hold on. Yeah. We'll do the Tommy Boy quote.
Well, you could get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it?
There you go, right? Just like evil wizard voice. Then Tamlin, that's like the, just imagine him as like a radio host kind of thing. Like, you can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it? Something like that, right? We'd take at least like 3 or 4 like takes to get like the right one. But yeah, you know, stuff like that. Sure. I mean, Robin Williams was really good at voice acting too. You want to know my favorite Robin Williams quote? Or like, not quote, but like reference? You guys know how like Sid Meier put his name in front of his games? Like Sid Meier's Civilization, Sid Meier's Pirates, etc.? That was Robin Williams' idea. They were friends. Robin Williams convinced him to put his name in front of these games. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. You can look it up. Yeah, no worries, Leonard. Have a good night. See you soon. Yeah, Robin Williams was a huge gamer. He loved video games, right? Like, him playing World of Warcraft, that wasn't just them, like, buying some actor to, like, do something. No, he actually played World of Warcraft, man. Yeah, Robin Williams was the shit. Ooh, so I would guess that Tom Clancy simply just, like, took a reference. Yeah, no worries there, Vibrant. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would guess simply that Tom Clancy saw a good pattern there, but also, like, most of those, like, Tom Clancy's, whatever, I forget the name of the games or whatever, they're based off of, like, things he did in his books anyway. Like, yeah, it's a branding thing, and I assume that the Sid Meier thing was at least an inspiration. But no, like, Robin Williams and Tom Clancy probably had no relation. Yeah, exactly. I would bet, though, there was some level of, like, inspiration within it. So yeah, right, the thing we're working on, I want to make a portfolio to hopefully get voice acting gigs at some point. I am not part of the union, and I don't plan on being a scab at any point soon, but I will happily do free voice acting for, like, gaming hackathon type situations. I believe Pirate Software is maintaining and operating a hackathon right now, right? Game Jam, whatever, right? I will happily do some voice acting for some Game Jam stuff. Yeah, I'll go put my hat in the ring. Yeah, I mean, it's a very small category there, good sir, right? I mean, yeah, Pirate Software is the biggest person from this category at this point. The Primogen is maybe second. I consider Prime a friend, you know, especially just because it's such a small category. I've met him at TwitchCon. He is at, like, month number 61, I think, because I just celebrated my month number 60 of subscribing to him. So, like, we both have subscribed to each other for 5 years at this point, you know? It's a very small category in which I think we can all be friends. Like, it's really awesome. My favorite part of streaming here on Twitch is actually the community aspect of it. It really is. Like, it's actually so cool and tight-knit. And going to TwitchCon, I go to TwitchCon basically to meet up and hang out with the other streamers in the category. You know? It's amazing. It's one of the coolest things, in my opinion. Right? Because it's a small world. And I've pointed this out before. Like, you can be a big name in a small world and you're still not famous. Right? It's not like Prime or even Pirate Software will go to the grocery store and it's guaranteed someone's going to recognize him. But Robert Downey Jr., someone's going to recognize him. Right? So, like, we're not, like, famous. But I see people at meetups on a regular basis. They're like, oh, hey, I've seen your stream. People at meetups, at conferences, like in tech, because tech is a small world. So you can be big in tech, but small in, like, the real world. And I really like that. Prices for bit donations are not regionalized. Yeah, that is a bummer. For sure, man. And yeah, good sir, are you a waiter in Italy? I've worked food service, man. Dude, I've been a dishwasher. I've been a busser. I've been a host. I've been a server. I've done all that stuff. I've worked, like, pretty much the entire house. I've never been, like, a line cook, but I have been a prep cook. And I have been, like, in pantry, which is basically, like, salads and, you know, like the amuse, right? Like, which is basically, like, a free appetizer restaurants give you. We're talking, like, fancy restaurants. If you've never been to a restaurant that gives an amuse, yeah, you're poor like me. I get it. That's fine. The amuse is like a brand new thing every day. Usually to complement whatever the special is. Oh, there you go, good sir. That's awesome, man. Yeah, no worries, bedtime bear. Have a good one. That's legit. Yeah, good work there, good sir. Yeah, I just love the fact that... It's hard to phrase this the right way. I've met plenty of people that have never worked shit jobs. Or they only worked a shit job while they were in high school. I spent 10 years out of high school, in my 20s, working shit jobs. So I massively have, like, an appreciation for, like, where I am now. Doing tech, doing dev advocacy, doing whatever, right? I think it's a bummer there are people out there that have never actually worked a shit job. Because they lack the perspective. They don't realize how much worse it could be. I've been a janitor. I've worked at ski resorts for like 10 years plus previously. I think most people would be better off if they had a bit of that perspective. I'm not saying you need it because some people get it, right? But yeah, I think it's interesting. All right. Anyway, sorry. I just saw a fun tweet. Some class solidarity? I don't know about that. I just think having a bit of perspective is useful. Right? When you get, like, burnt out on your tech job, it could be so much worse. You know? So it's more about just perspective. And yeah, how you doing, Resonant, Mr. Sir? Still haven't heard back from the Open Feature Summit. Fingers crossed. I hope they accept that talk. So I think it'd be a really fun lightning talk about, like, you know, like what goes in, like, hold on. Did you see what my title for that talk was, though? Let me double check it. I want to make sure I read this, right? I want to make sure I read this correctly, because I love this title. Let me play some more music, though. Oh, you did see it? Okay, for everyone else then, let me at least say it. Hold on, I want to make sure I say it right. Would a gradual rollout by any other hashing algorithm still smell as sweet? That might be the best Shakespeare reference I'll ever do. You applied with 4? Nice. Yeah, I did 1 for the Open Features Summit, but I had 5 for that entire, like, block of, like, conference talks. We'll see what I get accepted for. But yeah, I hope we both get accepted. I'd love to meet you in person. That'd be cool. I hope one of my, like, Open Telemetry talks gets accepted, too, because Highlight mentioned that they'd at least, like, help me with some of the travel budget, it said. That'd be cool. So yeah, hold on. Let me double check and make sure I'm not leaving some people hanging. So yeah, WC, is it Kiernick? Am I saying that right? The thing I'm working on, and that's in quotes, is basically I have this like voice actor website I want to do. Now, maybe based upon like language difference, maybe you were asking what I do for a job now, because that was the context in which you asked that question. I'm a developer advocate for Gitkraken. I've been a front-end / full-stack engineer for 10 years before this, though. This is my first job as a developer advocate. So yeah, any other questions I might have missed? Let me just scroll through and look. Nothing like waiting in line for a little government cheese. I never had to do that there, Sergeant Pepper, but I did get like food boxes. Right? So in Oregon at Mount Hood, they had like, in Sandy, there's like a place to get your food box and you can get 10 articles of clothing per month. Right? From like donated stuff. So yeah, I would get the food box, which included like some frozen chicken and like all sorts of cool stuff. Like just, yeah, good food. I'd take that and then I'd get my 10 articles of free clothing, and that was just amazing. Like, I just want to point out, as a snowboard bum, I even lived in my van at one point. During the summers only, because during the winter that would be insane. Best time of my life. Best time of my life. Like, it was so good. I would ride easily 150 days a year. Yeah, I didn't build ChatGPT, but I did build, you know, I build all sorts of stuff. No, so Mount Hood during the summer. It's the only place in the continental U.S. That operates, like, all summer long. So I'd spend my winters here at Stevens Pass, and then I'd go to Mount Hood during the summer. And if you're not aware, Mount Hood during the summer, you can meet like super pro snowboarders because it's the only place besides Alaska in the continental US. Even in Whistler, to get to like the glacier that they operate on is like gnarly, whereas like Mount Hood is just right there. So yeah, really cool stuff. Yeah, Mount Hood during the summer, one of the best times of my life. Where do I host my projects? It depends on the project. If you're asking about like a website like this, hold on. I don't remember. Like, I'll probably just use render.com for this website. I think my personal website for chrisgriffing.com might still be on like Vercel or something. I don't remember actually. Let me double check that. So yeah, personal site, that's on Vercel. If you're talking about like larger projects, things that involve like a lot of server style things, I tend to use arc.codes or Architect to release out to AWS, which means like AWS Lambdas and SQS and a bunch of other stuff. I have my own like framework I've kind of built around Architect that adds a bunch of like middleware and like even like an ORM for Dynamo and some of that stuff. So it just depends on what you're asking about, like what project. Yeah, I've never actually been to Whistler Resonant Frequency. I've been meaning to go. I just don't have a I don't have a passport, so it's tough. Do I use local storage? Depends on the project. For Vexilla's docs, yeah. Right? So, right, we talked about this earlier. When we go to setup here and blah, 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 when we get to here, right? The language we're doing this for, that will persist using local storage because it just makes sense, right? So as you navigate the entire website, if you pick a language for one snippet, then your language selection will persist for every snippet you see. And I find that really useful. No, I've been meaning to do it. I need to go get my birth certificate, so I got to travel to California for that one. So yeah, if I ever make it to a conference that's in San Fran, like that area, I will book out my travel a day or two early or late or whatever, just to make sure I go to the hospital I was born at to grab my birth certificate. Because I might still have it somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I lost it. So I got to get like a reprint of my birth certificate. It is what it is. I know there's online stuff we can do for that too. And I might just do that. I'd like to book out. So there's a way to do it, to get your like birth certificate sent to you. There's websites for it and everything. I even like paid for it and then like just slacked on like sending the notary signed like document that they needed and all that stuff. It is stored at the hospital. Yeah, for sure. It's a hospital-based thing. Yeah. Dude, yeah, no worries. Dude, Jamin, you guys operate, like, it is my favorite conference I've been to so far. Yeah, dude, hold on. We're gonna do this. It really is. Like, dude, for sure. And yeah, I'm really pumped that you introduced me to Gant as well. Like, you didn't, like, physically introduce us, but you did that, like, intro thing, and I got to meet him at Render. Awesome dude. And, like, at Chain React this year, he treated me the same as, like, family. Like, yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys at Chain React killed it. Or not Chain React, at Infinite Red. Like, you guys kill it. And I lurked over on your stream when you were doing some of your game dev the other night. Really cool stuff. Like, if anyone's looking to see some really, really fun, like, it's like a helicopter game you're trying to build, this, like, squad based, right? So, like, multiple people within the helicopter, right? That's, like, the gist of it. Like, super cool. Yeah, co-op combat helicopter game. Yeah, sounds amazing, dude. I'm looking forward to, like, after you work out the basic mechanics of it, like the gist of, like, how the game will work outside of that, too. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, long way to go. It's all, yeah. A lot of people think, like, making a game is easy. Nope. So yeah, it's just cool watching some of that stuff. You live in choppers when playing Battlefield? Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, Jamin, dude, I didn't realize, like, the gist of it. Like, I thought Runway was like, yeah, we're going to sponsor all the game playing, too. No, the fact that CrowdStrike took down the billing for the arcade at that after party. So, screw it, we all get free gaming. That was a CrowdStrike problem? That's amazing. Oh, I mean, it wasn't confirmed that it was a CrowdStrike problem, but I heard that the owner of the bar was like, yeah, I don't know, system was down, so free games for everyone. That was actually amazing. Like, that was so cool. Yeah, that was so awesome. Like, dude, like, unlimited free gaming at, like, a really good arcade. Like, I've been to Barcade before, and it feels like, you know, like, it's, like, old school and janky. Ground Control is the best arcade bar I've ever been to. That was amazing. And it was huge. Yeah, that sounds amazing, Jaden. Like, yeah, really cool. So yeah, just in case, if y'all are interested in, and hold on, this is me shilling a bit, keep that in mind. You're interested in heading to pretty much the only React Native conference in the US, right? Are there any others? I don't even know. I consider it one of the best conferences I've been to. The food kills it every time. It is the only one. So yeah, if you're interested in React Native and you're here in the US, Chain React is it. Like, you better show up. So yeah, check it out next year. React Universe, is that the one put on by Callstack? Or is React Universe, like, separate? Yeah, Callstack. Yep. Yeah, I love the fact that y'all, like, it could be so easy to be like competitive with them, like, call stack, the enemy. Instead, you like, you know, same team, right? Different companies, same team. I really like that. And I stole that from Andrew from DevCycle when he was doing like the feature flag thing, right? When we all met. And that's where I met Resonant Frequency. Right? Different companies, same team. Right? You all win if more people use React Native. Right? We all win if more people use feature flagging. I love that idea. Yep. Yeah, that stuff's the best. It'd be so easy to be like territorial about it, you know? Rising tide lifts all boats. Exactly. Yep, for sure. Ooh, and Resonant, if you're still out there, it's the best of the three. Touche, I get it. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Resonant, if you're out there, y'all might consider sending someone to Chain React to talk about feature flagging, because I think feature flagging is actually extremely relevant for mobile dev. Like, more relevant even than other platforms where you could push up within 5 minutes, right? You can't do that with native dev. And yes, I might even propose a talk for next year about feature flagging too. If Resonant doesn't step up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I missed it this year. I don't think like the thing I wanted to promote with it would have been ready, etc. So that's on me. Yeah. Happened a little quick. That's all. But yeah, I do think next year. Absolutely. So yeah, hold on. I pasted the link, right? Yeah, totally. All right, cool. Gotta go for a family thing? Yeah, thank you for chilling. Yeah, I remember you saying you couldn't stay for long, but dude, super cool to see you. I'll lurk your helicopter stream pretty much every chance. I love that stuff. Alright, so yeah, the thing that we are procrastinating on. Procrastinate? I haven't even begun to procrastinate yet. Ooh, yeah. Right? Jamin might eventually need some voice acting in which someone has to yell, "Get to the chopper!" Right? Boom. Nailed it. So he might have a need for a voice actor. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He'll need someone at some point at the beginning of a mission to say, "I got a bad feeling about this." Right? That's just science. Yeah, exactly. Right? For sure. Alright, so I like our intro section right here. I think we're going to call the intro section good. I might want to link out to like the IMDb for these voice actors, etc. I feel like that'd be cool. But the big thing I want to do is get this section dialed in. But you know what? Yeah, you know how I mentioned I broke the seal? Yeah, I totally broke the seal. I gotta go pee again. Just Give me a second. BRB. Someone's at the door. Wait, making me go through my tabs is still a challenge? Wait, really? Oh, it says ended. Maybe I just gotta remove it. Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay. Yeah, I should get rid of that. Is there another challenge we should do at some point? That could be cool. Yeah, we can't do that challenge. I'm saying, like, some other challenge. It's just a matter of time. It'll happen, you know? I mean, shaving the head? No, but I mean, I buzz my hair to like that long every 10 months. Maybe we need to set one for growing out the mustache, which I'm like starting now just to test it. What is Astro's main feather? Astro is really good at static site generation and still having like interactive sections. So their islands approach to interactivity is really good. And using their islands, you can use any framework you're familiar with. So you could use Vue, you could use React, you could use Solid, you could use pretty much any framework you could think of. I'm not sure if there's an Angular one yet, but there should be. The idea is that you can make your dynamic sections in whatever framework you want. What's up, Space Case? Mr. Sir. How you doing? Hold on, we got a good crowd here. Who here considers themselves like a team lead or a senior, or like you work on a large team and you use Docker Desktop daily? And I know, Space Case, you mentioned you don't use it as much anymore, but you did remind me at least just by showing up. I would love to schedule some interviews with any team lead or person on a large team that uses Docker Desktop daily. So you don't use Docker Desktop. Sure. Right? Like, we kind of want all of that together. So Docker extensions are not essential. So Sergeant Pepper, I'd actually love to chat with you about it. I don't think the Docker extensions is actually essential. At least I chatted with my boss, the person looking for these opinions, and the Docker extensions are not actually essential. So yeah, if you want to chat, please send me a message on Discord. That way I can just like send you a link. Oh, I know Coding Garden. He's great. Yeah, he's awesome. CJ's the man. He doesn't typically work on large enough teams for this to matter, because yeah, we're focused on people who are like team leads, or at least within like a team of like 3 to 5 minimum. Whereas like CJ has typically been solo for his stuff, and then where he is right now, he's definitely not like daily using Docker Desktop. CJ's awesome though. He's the man. Like, I really like CJ from Coding Garden. Yeah, no worries, Tyrell. Like, thank you. Dude, yeah, Sergeant, like, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I would love to chat with you more about that. Oh, you guys suffered some layoffs too? Like, half of your team was cut? Woo! That sucks, dude. Knock on wood. You better knock on some wood right now, man. I don't know if you're superstitious. I'm just having fun. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. There you go. Touche. Touche. All right, so hold on. This section is... We're gonna have to do a wrapper around all of it. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I was wrong. We want this to be within this div. And this is class... Yeah, I mainly do web dev, but I am able to be productive in pretty much any language you throw at me. I am less productive in Haskell from experience so far. Like, yeah, I can get shit done. I can get less shit done in Haskell. But as an example, Tyrell, I have a feature flag tool in which I have handwritten 10 SDKs. So Rust, Go, Python, PHP, JavaScript, obviously, Swift, Kotlin. I know I'm missing some now. Oh, Camel. That's the 8. Maybe it's only 8 right now. Elixir, that's number 9. Thank you. I feel like there's a 10th in there somewhere that I'm just... Oh, C sharp. Yeah, so that's all 10. I have written 10 SDKs for my feature flag tool that we've done here on stream. Right? Does it mean that I have stuff memorized for all of them? No. I look up what I need to when I need it. But, yeah, I can be productive with pretty much any language because good ideas are portable. Language patterns are portable, right? Logic is portable. If I need to learn a new language at some point in the future, if I need to do some Scala, I could do some Scala. I don't care. Yeah, the more languages you learn, the easier they all are. Because, again, the portability between them, languages are more than just syntax. So yeah, thank you, Ty Sweezy. I was forgetting a couple. But again, that means that I'm not an expert at any of them. I would say my level of proficiency is highest with JavaScript, TypeScript. But again, like my ability to be productive, give me whatever you want. I can figure it out. And I think anyone here can do the same thing. It just requires effort. I think we've all met devs that just don't want to put in the effort though, right? And boy, they suck to work with. Like, oh man. Ugh. Haskell is the real challenge. Haskell is the challenge. Live code some assembly while snowboarding. No thanks. No, I don't even think about code while I'm snowboarding. I don't want to mix those two whatsoever. Nah, I'm good. Code boarding, though. Ooh, that does sound like something that the bot would make up, right? Codeboarding actually sounds amazing. Oh, Escamania, I always wanted to do it as a joke. Get like speakers mounted to my shoulders and play the song The Distance while getting into like a border cross event. I feel like that'd be really good. Right, you get there right in the turnstiles, you press play, and then like The Distance by Cake starts playing. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, you know, like, yeah, that'd be so good. I'm way too lazy for that, but it's been a thought I've had. I think that counts. I don't do border cross anymore, though. Like, nah, border cross sucks. Oh, there you go. Yeah. They could add a character like that. Someone in the chopper whose, like, shoulder pads play that one song that's in every Vietnam film, right? There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Right? Like, boom. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Oh, damn. Scratch, and then here comes the boom. All right. or let the bodies hit the floor. Right? Ooh, we couldn't get the licensing for Here Comes the Boom, so yeah, you know. Our second choice was let the bodies hit the floor. All right? Boom, nailed it. All right, so let's throw that all in there and at least like see these two things side by side, but that does mean that we need to do this part better. So we got the flex. This needs to be flex call. And for the other, it also needs to be flex call. So this is music from Bandcamp that I have purchased on Bandcamp. You know, no shaming. But yeah, if you ever want to like know where the current song is from, if I'm playing from YouTube or anywhere else, like our bot will detect it and give you the right link, as long as the bot isn't crashed. That does happen sometimes. This one time on Bandcamp, so yeah, people who were here for my rant earlier, yes, I was a snowboard bum for 10 years out of high school, and I pirated so much music. When I actually became a software developer, I decided to give back, and I started buying music that was indie that I could support. So yes, I have bought a lot of synthwave on Bandcamp. So if we look at playlist, you can see how much music I've paid for on Bandcamp. And at this point, yeah, I like to support independent artists. I'm not saying y'all have to. But I have pirated enough music that I need to pay it forward. And I like to support independent artists when I can. Big record label companies? Fuck that shit. Hell no. As much as I love Tool, I don't know, man. They don't need my money. They're not going without a meal anytime in the foreseeable future. So X Factor, if that money trickles down to the artists, I'm all for it. I don't use Spotify though. I actually, hold on. I am adamantly against Spotify. I refuse to use Spotify. And there's this like tweet from Andrew Hong that makes it obvious about why. If 1% of the audience that played this dude's music actually bought an album, right? Of this 100,000, 1% of that would be 1,000 people, and this dude would have made $3,000 instead of 1,200. Right? Like super easy math there. Spotify does not support the artists that they exploit. And it's why Tool didn't use Spotify for ages. It's why Neil Young, who I don't actually like Neil Young, as like his music, ugh, but his opinion, oh, all right. Today was a good day. Yeah, Matisse Tech, that is such a good one. That is solid. Ooh, here's my question. I was looking at like Dream Booth or some other thing because I need to generate images for like the characters that I want to play, right? That might be like pretty valid. Ooh, maybe we're both AI. Ooh. Yeah, it would just be 2D. I just need something to like fill in like based upon like my photo and then generating another photo based upon my photo that looks like me but as like an old man or as like a shill in a suit or something, right? I'd be curious about that. Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Like, honestly, like, thank you, Matisse. I might look into that. It's not a bad idea. Ooh, and there we go. All right. Okay. It might be, like, extra. All right. Yeah, we'll have to chat and think about that. I'm not sure how we do that right now yet. I don't know. Yeah, for sure. Yep. No, so I'd want it to, like, imagine me as, like, an old wizard or, like, an old dude in a suit. Like, you know, like, just other stuff around it. And if that's, like, a lot of effort, nah, I don't want to do a lot of effort for it. I think we can just... Worst case scenario, it's not me in the photo, and I just use some randomly generated, like, profile photo for, like, these characters. Ooh, code boarding. Ooh, code boarding. Yeah, that sounds like a Matisse thing for sure. But dude, yeah, Matisse, I think we've chatted about this. You're gonna be at TwitchCon this year, right? Because it's so close. Yeah, like you're down in that area-ish. Like it's maximum like a couple-hour drive or something. It's like 3 hours? Okay. Worst case scenario, I'll try and book a hotel room that has like a couch or a fold out or something. I'd like to be able to puke in peace if I overdo it. Like, that's why I booked my own hotel room anyway. Because I just want to puke in peace if I overdo it, you know? But honestly, like, I'll try and make sure I got something that has, like, a fold-out couch as well. Just in case. Like, if not for you, someone might need it. Fuck it. Why not? That's probably, like, the right move. There you go, A-list. Nice. Yeah, when snowboarding, like, falling is actually, like, a skill. You are going to fall. Like, you need to learn how to fall right. That's one of the best skills you can actually learn as a snowboarder. You might be talking about, like, snow surfing, and that's actually a thing. Hold on. No. Those aren't it. Oh, this is 2002? No, that's too early. Hold on. So yeah, they make like powder boards. Hold on, they call it no boarding. That's it. No boarding. The art of surfing powder. Dude, this is an old ass video. Yeah, the Pow Surf Chronicles. So yeah, basically no boarding is like that thing. Like, yeah, for sure, man. And yeah, Corey Smith has like video parts of him only doing that. Like, here we go. Yeah. That's Corey Smith. Is he strapped? Oh, he is. Yeah, he's strapped into that. That's bullshit. Dude, Corey Smith has totally done the no boarding thing before. So yeah, that's kind of bullshitty. Dude, that board is fucking massive. That doesn't actually look fun to me. Nah, no thank you. Yeah, he's longboarding on, like, not ice, but snow. That board would handle terribly on any hard pack condition. It would be the worst thing you've ever done. Oh, barn door in a windstorm. Steel Toad, are you from Oklahoma? That sounds like a real Oklahoma statement. What in tarnation? There's gold up in them thar hills. Yeah, exactly. There's a snake in my boots. There we go. Yeah, totally. Nailed it. Consarn it! Holy Toledo! Yeah, how many, like, other, like, Oklahoma statements can we make? The y'all. I actually still use y'all because I've lived in the South. It's actually like part of my blood at this point. Y'all all gotta realize that, you know, this shit don't come easy. Right? Y'all all is actually a thing you might hear if you live in the South. Can I get a Coke? Yeah, what kind of Coke you want? You want a Mountain Dew? We got Pepsi, we got Sprite, you know, like, yeah, if you go far enough south, Coke just means soda. Southern Dr. Pepper is the best Dr. Pepper. Do you mean Mr. Pibb? Hold on. Just saw some random tweets. Had to look at them. Anyway, whatever. Do you guys follow Trek It Pacer? She has some real fun tweets. But also, like, yeah, she mentioned the word metal in one of her tweets, and I immediately think of Metalocalypse. And like, that's brutal. You know, like that reference. Who here has watched Metalocalypse? I'm just waiting till like the entire Metalocalypse like seasons are on Tubi TV. It'll happen eventually, right? Awaken, 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 awaken. Yeah, exactly, right? Something, something blood that must be taken. Do you want some coffee? Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I love that shit. I relate to Murderface more like, oh, see, I'm just a fat one. Oh, yes, yeah, I'm just a fat one. Like, dude, he's the best. Y'all are just making fun of me. Open source voice acting. Nailed it. For science. Dude, that song Go Into the Water is my favorite song by them. It's so good. Hold on. We're gonna listen to it right now. Fuck it. YouTube, just mute it, right? YouTube, just mute it. This is my favorite song by them, for sure. If y'all haven't seen the show Metalocalypse, you are missing out. It does get formulaic. Keep that in mind. But it's good.
We've got Baron von Squizzington Vizelgard to tell us about how Metalocalypse is the threat to the world, the new world order.
Or whatever, right? Like, yeah, for sure. Like, all of that is so formulaic. And I just now realized that my Hubert voice is inspired entirely by Metalocalypse.
Squizzington Vizelgard.
Like, yeah, for sure. Alright, so none of my voices are original. Whatever. Alright, so hold on. Where is the center of this page? Because this line not lining up with this line is actually, like, somewhat triggering, isn't it? Oh, I did, yeah. Metalocalypse is a really fun show, but you do probably need to be at least, like, you need to be able to tolerate some metal, because there's a metal song in every episode, right? Like, Bloodtricuted. Like, yeah, it's good shit. But all right, let's go back to Synthwave. We don't want to get the entire thing, like, copy striked. So here we go. It does when you consider that that paragraph lines up, but the gap is actually what needs to line up. Which means that the gap is not correct. Or something, right? I don't think padding is going to help us here, man. No, I just think there's something fundamentally off. And it gets worse the more padding we add, which means that, like, yeah, like, the bass lines are further off. We could just fudge it over. I don't like it. But it works, doesn't it? Right? Like the visual line through the center kind of works. Is there anyone willing to convince me that this is the wrong approach? Or do we just let this terrible PL8 exist? Right, as we go mobile, right, that becomes like more of a problem. We gotta like Yeah, we gotta fix stuff. Right, mobile responsiveness needs some work. What up, Draft? How you doing? Where the hell is that PX8 coming from? Ah. Yep. All right, so we got a lot of like mobile responsiveness stuff to do. But we at least fixed that part. We got the center thing. I'll call it good. Yeah. And yeah, what up, Mad Dog, Mr. Sir? What you up to? All right, so we got some work to do on the images. Yes, we need H auto on the images. Right, so we're good there. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's start hacking out what needs to go into this other bit, right? Clips. Then character audio clip metadata. That's really what we're looking for there. Ooh, shit. Hold on. I want to do entries. Yeah, no, I want to do entries. I don't think this is actually right. But we at least get something out there. Right. A funny expression or whatever, right? Yeah, totally. like the idea of keeping it to a second line for both of them. We just have to replace the way it gets rendered. Creepy, feeble, high-pitched, confident, insincere, cheesy. Boom. Yeah, we do it. I kind of like what we're doing here. What's up, Blake? Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Sir. Yeah, what you up to? Cheers. I assume you've been hanging out over on my biggest troll stream. How they doing over there late night? I know that dude took a while off, and I feel like he's back streaming again. And no judgment. Like, honestly, yeah, when you live in certain time zones, there's only so many streamers to go around. So they don't troll me as much, but they are a harbor for my biggest trolls, right? Like Star Ansible. He seems like an actual legitimate dude. He just harbors like the worst people here on Twitch as his like core audience. So that's all. No, not Prime. Star Ansible. I feel like that dude's pretty chill, like, you know. But yeah. No, I like Prime. I consider Prime awesome. Like, yeah, for sure. No, Prime is not one of my trolls. Haven't been on Tech Twitch in a long time. Yeah, I mean, so at least like that stream that harbors my worst trolls, that dude has started restreaming again, and that's awesome. Yeah, I'm stoked to see him streaming again. Like, I haven't seen it, because again, it's like hours I'm not checking out streams. But man, you and Jay the developer both know that his community fucking hates me. Right? You remember that, don't you? Even if you haven't been there for a while, you know that his community fucking hates me, right? I think he is actually just a melting pot for the worst trolls in the entire category to hang out. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, any other streamers out there that feel like they have like really bad trolls, they all meet in Star Ansible's stream. All of those trolls meet in Star Ansible's. And he cultivates that audience for some reason. I consider that part of the reason he didn't stream for a while. Because he cultivated a terribly toxic environment. I could be wrong, though. He seems actually pretty chill. I would happily invite him back if he wanted to hang out. But most of his audience, fuck that shit. I do wonder if he's still building that. Like, I thought it was a great idea. I think it's a great product. Like, again, I don't have any hard feelings against that dude. I already said the name, Sergeant Pepper. Like, I said it multiple times already. Star Ansible. I think he's chill. His audience, besides the cool people, fucking sucks. Yeah, he's a late night streamer. You probably wouldn't know it if you sleep reasonable hours. European viewers know who I'm talking about. And I really do think the product he was working on was amazing. Like, it's a really good idea. Like, yeah. Him as a dev, he seems really good. And yeah, as a person, he even seems pretty chill. He just encourages the worst human beings to hang out in his chat. Yeah, Tollbit's amazing. Yeah. Any, like, reasonable human being should be watching Togglebit instead, because the community over on Star Ansibles fucking sucks. I think Star Ansible is actually like a reasonable human being, but he just encourages the worst of the worst trolls in the entire category. And at some point, if you don't rein in your chat, they will either burn you out or you will become them. So at some point, you do need to be judged by the chat that you keep. And yeah, so I missed some follows. Hot Pot Love Love, thank you for the follow. Tyrell, I think I shouted that one out. But Bronland, thank you for the follow. Welcome. We chillin'. That is the Astro View Transition API. Yes, exactly. And that's what, hold on, if we make it work, right? That didn't work. Hold on. So kind of how that did a thing. Oh yeah, that one doesn't work. Hold on. But yeah, the fact that it like tries to animate between them, yeah, it's like really cool. Yeah, the View Transition API is really nice. Alright, so here's the thing. How am I your best teacher? Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Like, I don't know. I don't want that title. Yeah, please don't. How dare you? Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, Norris Jackie, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I just like to make stuff. If you enjoy watching people make stuff, then you're already setting yourself apart from the rest of the people in your class. Some people are in your class just trying to, like, just get a grade and get their degree. Those people are going to be the worst devs to work with. So if you're putting in extra effort, you're already killing it, like... Don't give me that credit. That's you putting in the effort. But yeah, so I think we're at a point where I like what we've done. It's not ready yet. We got work to do, but it's 6 o'clock on a Friday. I need to eat some food. I haven't eaten anything yet today. Nah, you got this, Jackie. Like, you don't need to attribute your learning to anyone. You're putting in the effort. You're doing the thing you need to do. Yeah, that's on you. You did that. I didn't do shit. I'm just some streamer that rants. Yeah, I think that that icon is a lie. I'm pretty sure that icon is a lie. Just like the cake. yeah, we're at a good point. I know it's Friday. I could have gone later, maybe. I got the whiskey in me. And we're at a good point with what we got. Like, I am really happy with the effort we've put in towards what we got here. I just need to, like, align the clips and characters stuff a bit more. Yeah, exactly. You set that icon once, and it's set, like, forever. Right? Matisse isn't even looking. Right? Maybe he set it on one stream, and it persisted for all of them. There you go. He just turned it off. You liar. Yeah, exactly. Right? It's one of those things where you set it once, and it persists, and that's kind of a bummer. Because you forget to turn it off. So... I think Twitch has some effort to put into that feature. But yeah, I think we're at a good point. I don't think these sections are done yet. I want to style them better. I want to do some other stuff. There we go. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Were those even words? But yeah, we're pretty close. I think tomorrow we actually finish this thing up, like, completely. And then maybe we put a little bit of work into Vexilla, and then after that, we put in some work on Walter. And Walter might be our main project for the next couple weeks until Time Enjoy decides to start her hackathon. Twitch Game Jam? What game jam is that? Do you mean like the Pirate Software one? You can link anything you want, man. You're a mod. Twitch is doing their own game jam? Oh. I did not know about that. I want to get my... Oh, it started 6 hours ago? Hold on, is that in collaboration with Pirate Softwares or something? His started like a week ago, though, didn't it? Okay. $79 joined. Okay. Honestly, we're kind of like realizing that I would be better off finishing out what we're doing for the voice acting site and, yeah, submitting this whenever someone, like anyone, does a game jam. Hey, do you need a voice actor? I'll do it free for a game jam. But I only got so many people I can accept. And then, yeah, there's some, like, criteria we do, and people gotta respond and blah, blah, blah. Like, I think there's something we could do there. I feel like that'd be good. What up? TTTT, or TT. How can you join me? For what? Like, what do you mean there? Like, and that's a question over from the YouTube. I don't know. But I think we are rapidly finishing up the stream for today. Giving back to the community? I mean, I just want to build up my voice acting chops. If I do some voice acting for a game that ends up finishing their stuff, then I can throw that in my resume, right? So this is like a mutual thing, for sure. Right? I gain a resume entry. They gain voice acting. It's actually like not giving back, it's a mutual thing, you know? Because I don't have any voice acting chops yet. I don't have anything on my portfolio or resume for voice acting. I need to build that up. Absolutely, for sure. Illust, yeah, 1000%, man. And I'll have a website you can apply to it for. Like, just recently, just building out this BS website, you know? I do my own voice acting on games that I play over on Gaming Stream when it necessitates itself. There are various games in which I've done that. But I don't have any, like, actual, like, credits or anything. So I need to build up those credits. I need to build up some of that stuff. Yeah, for sure, Matisse. Like, you're at the top of the list. If you're planning on doing a game for the Game Jam, just let me know, man. Illust, yeah, just let me know, man. Like, people who are here hanging out, you guys are at the top of the list. I will happily prioritize y'all. I do need a little bit of notice, but yeah, we can make this shit happen. Like, I feel like that'd be really good. But we got more work to do on this, like, voice actor portfolio website. And we'll have to do that tomorrow. Because, yeah, I'm at the point where I need to eat some food. And I kind of want to play some Jackbox games tonight. If I go too late, nobody's going to join the Jackbox, man. We'll see if anyone even joins, but yeah, I at least want to hop over to Gaming Stream and get that stuff started. So instead, let's go figure out who do we go raid right now? Who's going? Is Dr. Kagster going? I told her I would raid her soon. Dr. Kagster is going. So yeah, we're going to go raid my sister. We're going to go do that. Dr. Kagster is literally my sister. She's playing some Fortnite, right? But it's a Friday, so if we don't raid a programming stream, too bad. It's Friday, you know? And yeah, this is my literal sister. Yeah, she's great. She's awesome. She questioned whether I would actually even raid her at some point. Well, we're doing it tonight. How about that? No big deal. So yeah, we're gonna go say hi. We're gonna go chill. Do you play Fortnite? Like, you can, I don't know, like, go chat with her. I don't know. We're gonna go have this raid happen. I'm gonna bid farewell to the YouTube and Algora streams. Thank you all for chilling. Thank you all for hanging out. Y'all are the best.